Howdy there, folks. How are y'all doing? My name is Reese, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XVI, the Let's Play adventure, where today we're in a little bit of a rush, we're in a little bit of a hurry, we've got certain things that we desperately need to attend to, which means that naturally I'm going to ignore all of them, disregard every last one of them, and focus on some side quests, because both of these side quests are plus side quests, and as theorized recently, I think that means that if we complete them, we get some stuff, and it would be nice to have some stuff. Either upgraded potions, upgraded potion satchel, upgraded gear, upgraded weaponry, whatever it may be, it's definitely worth investing the time in. So that's what we're going to do first off.
Just the man I was hoping to see. Did you have a mo?
Yes, but why do you sound so nervous?
You need more bomb ash. Oh no, we still got plenty of that left. I'm working on bringing another one of the Chief's designs to life. This time, it's a new smelter.
Oh, interesting.
It's got a reverberatory hood over the top for additional thermo amplification and a system of reciprocal recirculatory regenerators that
You're just making all these words up. None of these are real. None of this means anything.
It's very blimmin' hot. A heck of a lot hotter than anything Blackthorn's got in his forge, that's for certain. Only mithril engines get hotter. And you can't chuck ore in one of them and get metal out the other end.
No.
Trouble is, we won't be able to make out of any old rubbish neither. We need the good stuff. And I hear you once helped Helena get her hands on exactly that. Any chance you could help me too?
No chance you'd help me too?
If it's for the good of the hideaway, I'd be happy to.
Oh, it is. I promise you.
So, what exactly is this good stuff you need me to find?
We've got a couple of examples here. Spherical echoes, we call them.
More fallen materials. So this smelter is similar to the mithril engine in more ways than one.
That's right. They're a bit like the thermal helms. Fallen ceramics deal with heat like nothing else, see? And what's more, they're directional. Transferring heat from the inside to the outside. But these things, they're all outside. If we line the hood with them, they'll reflect the heat right back into the furnace. We've collected as many as we can, and I know where we can get the rest. Trouble is, they're all watched over by their bigger, uglier cousins.
So you want me to visit some ruins, destroy some echoes, and bring back the spheres they're guarding?
That's it in a nutshell, yeah. We're only 3 short, mind. And we know exactly where they are. There's one up Amber Way, in that ruin that they call Lost Plume, and another in the Silent South, over in Dalmekia. Last one is in the ruins of Advent, which is in the Empire.
It's not an easy task you're setting me.
Wish me luck.
It's quite involved.
I'll be keeping all my fingers and toes crossed.
It's probably not good for circulation. I wouldn't advise doing that for a long period of time. But if that's how you want to approach the situation, then so be it. Now, we could go directly back and have words with the gentleman. I wonder if that's going to end up being another quest regarding the blacksmith. Because generally when we get a quest, it's up over there in that area. And I'm assuming that's what we're going to end up with. What are we missing, speaking of, with the blacksmith in order to get some of that special gear that we queued up last time?
Molly's lemon tarts. I've never had any.
I think we might stop in real quick and just have a little look-see. See if we can figure that out. I might even... We might even do that thing that I do sometimes where I just use the Google and we try to figure it out. So what are we missing here? In order to get the Ouroboros, we're missing a stone tongue. So I'm going to look up Final Fantasy XVI stone tongue. And it says that it is... Players can earn stone tongue by slaying Final Fantasy XVI's Agni, an A-rank notorious mark that appears on the hunt board once the Brotherhood main quest has been initiated. The Brotherhood main quest. Okay, so we're not there yet in the main story. So I guess we don't need to worry about that for the time being. And then probably also with this one, that requires a stained loincloth, which is just, in concept, kind of gross. But let's see. I mean, I'm hesitant to even put that in my Google. But there we go. It's, again, pandemonium, so it's another notorious mark that we're not going to get until... Notorious mark, King of the Orcs. So we need to get to Footfalls and Ash. So again, we're not there. So there's no point even trying to get those two items. We're just not quite there yet. One thing we can check in on, and look at that, there's even a quest waiting for us. We haven't checked on these in a few videos, and that generally means that there's something waiting for us. Probably some messages from folks going, "Oh, thank you so much for everything you done, Clive." Got Tarya here. "Thank you for helping me guide my mentor free from his mortal coil. Contrary to what the maddening crowd believes, we physicers are not without our limits. I cannot hope to cure every ill, mend every wound, save every life. The only medicine that will see you home safe without fail is prevention. Not that this knowledge will ever stop any of you from chasing down some behemoth for its toenails." That's true. That's absolutely accurate. We would do that. "There's but one crystal left needing cracking, and but one man who can do it. See that you don't miss." That's just from Otto telling me what I know about the plot already. "Sir, I and the other Cursebreakers have grown concerned regarding the well-being of our captain. Despite the apparent unrest her recent investigations have visited upon her, Lady Doris refuses all offers of assistance. If it is not too much trouble, I would ask that you please speak with the captain and learn what troubles her so deeply." Cole, I can see that through.
There's no way of knowing if Doris will confide in me, but I can speak to her at least.
We'll give it a red-hot go. No reason not to try. We're going to prioritize that as well. And then there's just one last quest to pick up. Do we know who Doris is? Is this an individual whose name I should recognize? Is this someone with whom we have mayhaps had conversation in the past? They are en route to my current objective anyway, so we might as well stop in and have a chat with them before we go start what I assume is going to be another quest involving the blacksmith.
Where are you?
I didn't even get a say in this. I just wandered up here and it started.
I'm looking for Doris. Is she here?
I'm afraid not. She's at Martha's Rest on a job. My job, actually. When she heard what the mission was, she insisted on going herself. Alone.
Did she? What was the mission?
Following up on some new information. Once they'd settled in, the bearers you helped liberate in the Dragon's Eyrie were keen to talk about their imprisonment. And about their captor.
The slaver Cole's team were tracking when they were attacked by the Beastmen. I'll go and find her. She's at Martha's Rest, you say?
If she's not moved on already, yes. I hope everything's all right.
Would Doris insist on going alone? Maybe Cole was right to be worried.
Perhaps, but let's see where this leads us. Oh, August. You're as predictable as you are the month that we're currently residing in at this moment of recording.
Heard the bad news then, did you?
This video's not coming out till like October though, so.
About Dravost. Blackthorn's old haunt. With the forge and all that. Well, anyway, the mines just down the road from there are spewing at Aoife like no one's business.
And the village?
Safe from the flood for now, but they've got other problems. Akashic. Every creature in the area's either turned or on the way to turning, apparently. Zoltan and the others are living on borrowed time. They need help, and quick. Doris sent a few curse breakers to keep an eye on things, but there's only so much a couple of scouts can do. Except get eaten. If something ain't done soon, the whole place will be overrun.
I won't let that happen.
Didn't think you would.
Does Blackthorn know?
I thought it might be better if he didn't. He'd only do something stupid. You reckon we should tell him?
No. It's better this way.
Yeah, well, I can't stand about knowing what's happening out there, so I'm off. I'll see you in Dravost.
What I like about this is that it's changing up the overall sort of structure of these quests just a little bit, because normally it's like, the blacksmith's sad, go talk to him. go find a thing, bring it to him. That has been what every single one of these, that's the structure of every single one of these quests. And I'm glad that this one is different at least. So where do we want to go first? Well, I say, you know what? Let's go. Oh, well, gosh, there's a quest to be had here, too. And a quest to be had here, too. There's so many quests, and a quest here, and a quest there. Quests everywhere. And I don't think those are relating to the quests we're currently on, because if they were, they'd be that slightly other color of green. So, oh, gosh, there's one over there, too. There's so much to do in the great wide world. Let's focus on one thing at a time. And in this case, I say we're going to focus on Blacksmith's Blues number 4, and just see that one through to the end, because if we get some good gear out of it, it'd be nice to have that good gear going into the other quests that we might end up doing around here. So we'll start there, and I do see that there's, let's see, quest number 3. That's Blacksmith's Blues. So the thing that we're closest to is actually not Blacksmith's Blues. The thing that we're closest to is Search Lost Plume, Search Advent, and Search Silent Sow for Spherical Echoes. This is not what I intended to do. I went to the wrong fast travel point. I realize that now. But I guess while I'm in the area, I might as well just go ahead and go up here and deal with this this little spherical nightmare that we seem to have placed in before us.
I'll need to deal with these ones first.
Yeah, I suppose so. Let's see what we got here. So this is Blizzard. See, yeah, no, that's cool. The problem is, how are we supposed to draw enemies into it, you know? It didn't deal a whole lot of damage either, so I'm gonna say that's kind of useless. This is the... That was also kind of useless. So far, I'm not impressed, but you know what? I can apparently do this in any direction imaginable. Does it count as, like, a dodge, though? Let's see. It kind of does, yeah. Okay. And everyone's frozen in place for a minute, too. That's neat. I like that. Do it again. Do it again. Come on. Come on. I'm ready. Okay, I failed. I immediately failed. I guess, you know what? We're just going to do this now. We've had our fun playing around with the water abilities. It's time to actually get stuff done. So this guy's about to blow, and we need to get as far away from that as we can. Yeah, there we go. I hope this doesn't matter that they're free falling from the sky, and we'll still deal damage to them anyway. Because it would be deeply unfortunate if... Yeah, no, it looks like it did the job.
Farewell.
Beautiful. Is that everybody?
Spherical echo.
I believe I found it over here on the ground earlier. Yeah. Nice and simple.
This is it.
It is indeed.
Just too much to find.
Yes, but that's not our current objective. Our current objective is to actually go down here to Dravozd, which, I mean... If I'd just taken off of my chocobo, I don't know if I would have made my way here first things first. Also, gosh, there's quests to do in Dalamil as well as Tabor, but we're gonna focus on Dravozd right now. We're gonna clear all the ones from the rest, or all the ones from the hideaway, and then we'll. Oh hi, do you want to?
Oh, you're here.
Yeah, I am.
August waiting for you inside. Well,
so Dravozd is still standing.
For the
now,
moment.
at least.
if you can swing a hammer, you can swing a sword.
Do we have all of our potions? I don't remember stocking up on
day.
them. Yeah, I'm not really sure if I want to buy that right now.
Certainly. Here you are. I think you're carrying enough already.
Yeah, no, I just
Go
wanted to top
safely
off
now.
and everything. Thank you, I appreciate it. What's up?
Clive! You're here!
And the Akashic?
Mostly off to the north still. But I spoke to Doris's scouts and it turns out things are worse than I thought.
Oh, Doris is doing another
Swarms
quest
of them
right
out
now,
there.
though.
Told old Snotty to be ready to seal the north gate. That should buy us some time if we need it. Enough for the villagers to barricade themselves inside their homes at least.
Well done.
Welcome back, Sid.
Zoltan is such a choice for a
I'd
name.
never have guessed, you know. Not if August hadn't let slip. Who'd have thought that the savior of Dravozd would turn out to be the realm's most infamous outlaw? Keen to help us out again?
I am.
Thought you could sneak off without me, did you?
Blackthorn.
What are you doing here?
One of the scouts couldn't keep his voice down. Unlike my best mate who didn't think I deserved to know. Zoltan, how long's it been? Long enough for us two to turn into a pair of old codgers, I see.
That your idea of an apology? Prick.
Don't listen to him. You only did what you thought was best. For the village and that.
I did, yeah. But that ain't the whole of it. Vulcan, our master, didn't leave the chiefdom to the two of us. He left it to me, the best blacksmith in Dravost, barring himself, of course. Bloody stupid tradition, in my opinion. If someone's got talent, you should let them practice their craft, not ask them to settle petty feuds and barter for grain. Our master wasted half his life that way. I wasn't about to let that happen to me.
So you wasted half of mine instead.
You're what Dravost needed. Under me and my precious ideals, this place wouldn't have lasted a year. So I left to devote myself to the work and spare you lot the consequences. I may be a selfish prick, but I only did what I felt I had to.
What you had to do was your duty!
Even if it meant we all starved?
Enough. This is no time for bickering. You can finish beating each other up once Dravost is safe.
Fine. I've said my piece anyway.
Yeah, so have I.
Sorry, Clive. I shouldn't have stuck my nose in. We're short enough on time as it is. Still, give us a mo, would you? I need to get my head straight before any of them Akashic try to bite it off.
Okay, we'll give him a minute here. We'll give him just a second. Well, you know what? Let's go ahead and have a chat.
I won't abandon Dravost to a swarm of Akashic.
Good, good, good. I respect that. I respect your
Just
drive
say
and
the word.
ambition.
The villagers know to keep out of sight when the fighting starts.
Okay. Hopefully you've had enough time there, August.
You, ready for the off then?
Yeah. Oh, I was already ready.
We can't afford to waste any more time.
Right you are. Might be worth having one last word with the scouts, though. Don't want any nasty surprises, do we? Oh, and Blackthorn, you and Zoltan might be better off staying inside the...
Akashic on the move.
How close are they?
Within sight of the walls. And there are more coming up from the mines.
What was I saying about nasty surprises?
They'll wash right over us if we stay out in the open. We're pulling back behind the gates.
There's got to be a way to like withdraw the ether from these people and restore them to their rightful selves, right? Instead of just constantly killing them.
Well, let's hope you don't. That's our job. Once the scouts are inside, order your men to barricade the gates. No heroic last stands, you hear me? No fighting at all if you can help it.
August's right. I've seen what Akashic beasts can do to armor. The people here are tough and willing, but they ain't equipped to face what's coming.
I'm going out there. Start work on the gate as soon as I've left. I'll give you as much time as I can.
And if they kill you?
You evacuate. But it won't come to that. I promise.
You'd better be right.
Take good care of Dravost till I get back.
Leave it to me. And give those things what for, yeah?
All right. Which one of you?
So they're not
first?
people, so that's a little bit better. I'm assuming the big one running towards us is going to be first. I was too busy looking at the big one to notice the little one was getting me, and then the little one had me like staggered in some kind of way. So they both got me at the end when it was all said and done. I'm not a fan of these ice abilities. It could be that they're not upgraded, and they'll be better once they are. I mean, of course they'll be better once they are, but they're like not good at all at the moment. This is going swimmingly. It is the first round of combat. You know what? We really need to be working on dodging with Cold Snap, because I think that's going to be the OP move of the century if we can get that down. The way that everything seems to like freeze when you do it. Come at me, big boy. Oh boy. Oh, he's doing some kind of wild. Oh, there we go, baby! And then we have the opportunity to come in here and do things like this. Does that work like every single time we dodge as well? Okay, no, we've got to give that another shot. Come on, somebody come at me. Come at me. Okay, see, you just got to get the timing right. It's got to be precision. There we go. And then we can do things like this now that they're all frozen in place with ice. We can hit them with fire. Brilliant. Absolutely wonderful. See, of all the things that we've got here with this one, like, I think all the ice abilities that we've tested so far are terrible. Like, that's just, it's not like the Twister. The Twister can go around and get everyone. This cannot, for some reason. And then maybe once we upgrade this one, it'll be useful. Right now, the Griffin is just not bothered at all. See, I mean, just getting that moment to, like, let rip with a couple of abilities. Okay, now I did not realize that I had the wrong thing selected there. I didn't realize I was on Garuda. See, I think I might actually like that dodging better than the blocking. Because with the blocking, like when you block with the Titanic block, you do get like a moment where you deliver at least if you get at least one big powerful attack back if you time it correctly, and if you could get up to 3, and that's useful. But like, even if you don't time that correctly, you still get out of the way. And if you do time it correctly, you full on freeze time around you. Everybody's like leaving you alone. Even the big guys get frozen. That's so good. That's what we're upgrading next. I don't know what upgrading it's going to do. Maybe we dodge further away. Maybe time freezes for longer.
Probably not.
What on earth is that? Okay, we got a lion with 2 dragon heads and wings. And Dwayne The Rock Johnson arms. Apparently you can get frostbite even if you don't, like, perfectly time it, but it's not as, like he's not frozen for as long. Still, if they're about to deliver, like, a big, powerful attack, like, what an ability. Are you kidding me right now? You get that moment to just come in here and without any resistance, do your big wind-up. So good! Oh, dang it. For some reason, misinterpreted the blue on the ground to be something I did because of the ice, and it just wasn't. So I'm trying to figure out if you have to, like, dodge twice. Yeah, you do. So you gotta double hit the button, and that's what does the little freeze thing. Like, when you don't perfectly time it, but you still get that moment of freezing, that's from hitting it twice, in case you were curious. So the great thing about dodging like that, though, is you do get the flame sword for a second, which is super useful. Also, I think I just realized something about one of my abilities. Yeah, you're supposed to hold this down. I just realized it! Yeah, just jump right into that, why don't you? That's perfect for me that you do that. I would prefer you do that, in fact. Is it normal for a chimera to have 2 dragon heads? I'll admit I don't know much about chimeras, but I feel like that's not... Granted, it is a canyon chimera, so I guess it's its own kind of thing. Possibly. But still, I don't think that's part of the mythos of a chimera. It could be. It could absolutely be. That just a little pause makes such a difference like you would not believe. I feel like everything I fought up until now would be so much easier with that ability. I'm actually ashamed to have taken any damage during this combat encounter. We really shouldn't have. Somebody's got to remind me the second we have the ability to go back into the menu, if we have the resources, we're upgrading Cold Snap. It's just the best thing. It's the best imaginable thing you could have. We're gonna, eventually, there's gonna be enemies that it doesn't affect, right? Like, there has to be. Otherwise, it's too overpowered, but it's so good! I don't think we've ever gotten an ability in this game that made combat as much fun as that. Just because it makes dodging easier. I don't have to time it perfectly anymore. I can just double-click, and I'll get that in just a second to get some hits in.
Oh, the question is...
And when you do dodge perfectly, it's even better!
Man alive! You're still in one piece!
I slew as many as I could.
As many as I could, he says. The old bleeding lot, more like it. Well, almost.
Only almost.
Yeah, 1 or 2 did try to sneak over the wall. But we got the bastards, don't you worry.
Good. Though you do know, more will come in time.
In time, yeah. But we can think about them later. Let's get you back inside.
Do you guys like kiss and make up in here? Is everybody friends again? Or are we gonna have to wait for Blacksmith's Blues 5 for
You're
that?
even more fearsome than your reputation. Enough to give those Akashic monsters nightmares. I almost felt sorry for the wretched things. But mostly, I felt grateful. Dravost won't forget what you did today.
I'm afraid I've only delayed the inevitable. There's no getting rid of that ether flood. Meaning that any living thing which stumbles into those mines will end up clawing at your walls again.
And that's if the flood don't spread. If it does, well, I hate to say it, but the village's days are numbered.
That may be, but we're staying just the same. With ether floods springing up all over, it's no less safe than anywhere, and more importantly, it's our home. We'll fortify the gates to the north, and I'll see that they're guarded day and night.
All right. Then we'll give you a hand shoring up those defenses.
As for you, Blackthorn, that's twice you've turned up when Dravosh needed you. So, thanks.
I shouldn't have stayed away so long. And I shouldn't have left without talking it over with you first.
Too bloody right you shouldn't. Though I doubt I'd have listened. I always envied you. How you made everything look so easy when, for me, it was anything but. You leaving gave me the perfect excuse to hate you. And from that day on, I never once stopped to wonder what it would have been like if you'd stayed. But what you said earlier, it was true. You'd have been the death of this place.
Finally, something we can agree on. I hope you see the sense of it eventually. You kept this place alive.
Alive, perhaps. Wealthy even, but Dravosh isn't what it once was. Our work used to be the pride of Dalmekia. Now, we churn out the same rubbish day after day because it's easy and turns a profit. It's not about the craft anymore. I wouldn't send my sons to war wearing the shit most of our smiths are making. I've kept working, honing my skills, trying to lead by example, but no one sees the point. The average castle apprentice has as much passion for the craft as our current lot. Come back to us, Blackthorn. Remind Dravosh what a true master blacksmith looks like. I'll even man those bellows of yours if it means we can work at the same forge again.
That's a kind offer. Kinder than I deserve. And I wish I could accept, but I'm needed elsewhere. There's people who trust their lives to my steel, and I daren't let them down.
Fair enough.
But that doesn't mean I couldn't visit from time to time. Let's see if we can't rekindle this town's passion for the craft, shall we?
I'd like that.
Just be sure to tell Snotty to let me in the next time I come calling, yeah?
Knowing him, he'd let you in anyway. Blackthorn. The master smith turned outlaw, back in my good graces. I never thought I'd see the day.
This is a beautiful story. This is wonderful.
I'd say that
Healing
went
the
pretty
wounds
well,
of
wouldn't you?
friendship.
Even better than I'd hoped.
Sid, I've got something for you.
Seal obtained! Hey!
And this is?
A token of our lasting gratitude.
I don't know. We're running out of things
I
it could
have a mind to
be.
make you a far grander gift.
And maybe it's a Kroger card.
Designs for a certain sword have been passed down from chief to chief for generations.
Now hold on, Zoltan. There's a reason no one's made that blade in centuries. There's not been a craftsman equal to the task. I'll admit your cinders make impressive steel, and I've learned to own an edge Odin will be proud of. But the engravings on that thing are enough to make a jeweler cry. And they're not just for show, either.
Have you forgotten what brought you back to Dravosh in the first place? A certain ring? I knew I'd never surpass you with the hammer and tongs. So I turned my hand to a different kind of metalwork. between the two of us. I'd say we're the equal of any master craftsman ever to have graced a forge.
You know what? I think you might be right. Clive, you wouldn't mind if Zoltan came back to the hideaway, would you?
He's more than welcome, as long as he can keep our secret.
Right. Zoltan, get your tools. We've got a legend to forge.
Are they actually going to forge it? Do they have what they need to do that? Oh, it kind of looks like they are. Return to the hideaway and speak with Blackthorn. I wonder if this is just going to end the quest, because I'm going to have to go out on a grand adventure to find all of the objects necessary to construct this final sword of the end, or whatever it's going to end up being called. Or if they're actually just going to make it for me right now.
Come back.
I beg your pardon, Yote? Why are you just hanging around saying come back? I'm pretty sure we're here. I'm pretty sure our brother is here as well. Just be chill.
Ah, the man himself.
We were just about to make a start on that sword I promised you.
It's funny, but none of this would have been possible without your help. You remember Camille? We'll be using his leather work for the grip.
It's all coming together.
Meanwhile, we'll be tempered in a fire, burning the cinders you charmed out of old Zoltan here. And that whetstone from the Outer Isles, that'll be what gives the blade its edge.
It's all coming together.
And the final flourish will be my talented colleagues' engraving.
A team effort led by the greatest blacksmith alive.
Now, save that talk till the thing's finished, yeah? Right. I'm ready if you are.
Are we about to get like an epic montage?
It is then.
No, we're not. We're not getting an epic montage. We're getting a fade to black and a sometime later. Just wait for it. Here it comes. Okay, there. Yes, sometime later! Yeah!
Bugger me. We actually did it.
Whoa, okay.
The sword to end all swords. Ragnarok.
I thought it was going to have leather. I don't see any leather on here.
I trust you'll take good care of it.
Thank you. Both of you.
So, does this make you pair the greatest craftsman alive, then?
This? Nah. This was just following the footsteps of the greats of old. It'll take more than that to earn us our place in history. But we're up for the challenge. Here.
A list of materials.
Zoltan and I got talking on the long road back from Dravost.
We reckon with those items there, we could craft something even better than the Ragnarok. Something worthy of a legendary outlaw like yourself.
I thought this was the be-all, end-all.
You leave this list with me.
I was hoping you'd say that.
Do I at least get the Ragnarok?
One legend at a time, eh, lads? Before you start on the next, who fancies raising a cup to friendship reforged?
Good idea. No more drinking to forget my past. It's about time I had something to celebrate.
Then tap the kegs! Vulcan's boys are on their way!
This is rather beautiful what we're currently experiencing right now. This is actually wonderful. And yes, I am recording, Jake. Thank you for asking. Blacksmith's Blues. So we do get Ragnarok, and we do get the design to build something apparently greater than Ragnarok. I can't even read that. Wait, do we have Ragnarok equipped? Do I need to like manually do that? You would think the game would have the decency to go ahead and like automatically equip that for me, but I guess we'll find out. No, we've only got rune. Okay, so, oh gosh, what did I just do? I had sort, and I don't know if I meant to do that. Can we sort them in a different way? I would like to sort best to worst, and the games shan't allow it. I shouldn't have done anything, I guess. Ragnarok, what I actually wanted to do was compare, but it looks like it's already doing that for me on the screen right now. That is a hefty upgrade from the Rune Blade +2. Alright, that is 30 to attack and 30 to stagger. That is insane. All right. Now, let's have a chat with the gentleman. Can we upgrade this any further? I mean, I know there's a whole other blade that we can have crafted. Blacksmith's Blues, didn't we just do that? Or we're just going to, we're just discussing it.
Me and Zoltan would ever speak again, let alone work together.
Yeah, it was
If
beautiful.
it hadn't been for you, we wouldn't. You've been a good friend to me, Clive. The best.
Does it take you back to when you and I first met? You were all grumpy and everything.
So, will it be?
Well, first off, I would like to reorganize these properly, but the game won't allow it, I guess. Oh, no, hold on. Yeah, no, they're sorted the way you'd want them to be. That's good. What do I need to build this thing? More orichalcum, quite a bit of it. Some dark steel and some primitive battle horn. Good gosh, let's go to the reinforce page then. Yeah, there's no reinforcing this. That's fine. That's totally fine. No, I'm good. Thank you. Right, we did have other things we were doing, though. Quite a few other things. So I guess now we can go to these other two locations and begin searching for the Orbs of Destiny or whatever they're called. I guess we'll start at Northreach because it's a bit of a ways out. And we'll get that knocked. I want to give this new weapon a try. And also something I said that I was going to do that completely escaped my mind, which is why I asked for someone to remind me. But it's okay, I did remember myself here in the end. I was going to go upgrade this bad boy here. Cold Snap. I don't know what upgrading it would accomplish. But also we can't. We don't have what we need to upgrade it. I'll tell you what, I don't even know if I want to upgrade either of these because they just don't seem super useful. Which one is this one? Launch multiple shards of ice that, upon striking lighter enemies, draw them toward Clive, can be used in midair. It could be potentially useful, but I think what I actually want to do is... Hold on, let me go back in there. Let me kind of give you an idea of what I want to do here. I think what I want to do is swap this up to here. There we go. And then maybe equip something else here as well. Maybe we could just put Wind Up there. Because we do like Wind Up quite a bit. I think I like Wind Up even more than I do Upheaval. So we'll have Wind Up. I know we're not even really trying to use the ice abilities. It does kind of make me feel bad. But you know what? We stopped using all of the Ramu abilities almost like immediately. I feel like we barely learned any of them. So that's upgraded. Both of these are learned. So which one is Pile Drive? That's Pile Drive. I want to have that one be Pile Drive. And then Judgment Bolt. I don't even remember what that does. What is that? That's Summon Heavenly Lovin' Bolt. Call forth a powerful thunderstorm. Yeah, we'll go with this one. Well, just, you know, for the sake of trying that again. I thought it'd be nice to just kind of re-add it and just experiment with it. We're not set in stone. Nothing we do is set in stone. Even though every time I set these things up, I do tend to leave them there for just the longest amount of time. I kind of want to... I understand we're about to go fight monsters anyway, so never mind. I was going to say I kind of want to fiddle around here and fight these guys just to see what it feels like, but we're going to go fight some monsters anyway. We'll just run past them. Boy, it takes me back, though. Every so often I think about way back when this game came out a few weeks ago, when I would stop and fight everything that moved just because I felt like I had to keep the levels up. Well, we're 9 levels away from max level, and we're almost at the end of the game, so I don't know if that was entirely necessary. Hold on, what direction do I need to go in? Definitely not down there. That would have been the wrong call. We would have been running off to heaven only knows where. And actually, where? That would have been the old road. That would have taken us back to Lost Wing. Can you imagine? We definitely don't want to do that. We want to negotiate our way through the trees here without drawing any undue attention towards ourselves. And eventually arrive over here where we're going to be fighting all of these guys. I guess stealth is out of the question. They all know we're here now. That's okay. How about this? Yeah! And then this! Beautiful. I think these orbs need to go down first. Because if I'm not mistaken, these orbs will heal enemies over time, which is the last thing we want to have happen. That one is crazy now that it's been upgraded. That's absolutely nuts. Who's left? Is it just these guys? Ooh, I see. I gotta get the permafrost timing. That's what it is. So good. And there is the sphere in question collected.
Down. One to go.
This is gonna be a pretty quick quest. We're getting through these pretty quick. So the next one is going to be over here, I guess. And then after we collect this one, we'll also go to Martha's Rest and wrap up what we need to do there. Or at least continue that one a little bit. I don't know if we're going to touch on all of the other quests on the map right now. I kind of just want to get the ones from the hideaway taken care of. So... did we just... I mean, that's the sexy whistle. That's the one you do when you find something to be unbelievably attractive. To the point that it steals words from your mouth, and you can't even vocalize what you're feeling. You just whistle. Ooh, should I go through town, or do I need to go down below here? I can't really tell where we're headed. Let's check the map. Definitely through town. Can't ride a chocobo through town, though. They're not going to abide this. Oh, no! Well, the people in this village were kind of rude anyway, so it's no great loss. I don't even feel bad. I'm glad they're gone. Good riddance to them, honestly. That said, we don't need to fight everything in the village. I think we could probably just run through and possibly avoid... yeah, I don't need to fight that chocobo. I don't know what this guy's story is, but I don't need to fight him either. Hey, guys. Hold on just like a couple of seconds here. There we go. I was kind of hoping that would get both of them completely, but you know what? Close enough. There we go. All right, you ready to go, Torgal? Oh, gosh darn it, it's the chocobo. I was specifically trying to avoid the chocobo. How you like that? Come on. Do something. Do something. I'm ready. I'm, like, so ready. Torgal, hold on. I'm trying to get it to attack me. Don't bite it in the rump just yet. Torgal, you've completely taken all of its attention. You can't be mad at him. He means well. He's a good boy. He gets a little overly excited. There we go. The situation dealt with. Once we're outside this gate, we should be able to get Lightwing or whatever her name is. Come on. We can just push through here. I already see a little hopping ball of fire. I see two of them. I'm not interested. I don't want to engage in this. I'm just going to slip right past the both of you. You're both too low level for me to care about. There we are. I think I see who we're here for. And I kind of wish we'd waited and let Flames of Rebirth recharge. But that's okay. We can manage. Can we actually slip through here without waking these two up? Is it just the two of them as well? It kind of looks like it is. And what we need is right behind this one. Again, this is not a game that generally allows stealth to be a thing. Dadgummit, I thought for a minute the game had changed its ways and was going to allow something interesting to happen. What the heck is this? Okay, sure. We do have Flames of Rebirth back, but I kind of don't want to waste it now that we've gone this far. Oh, I also don't want to die right now. That's true. Fine, I'll take the potion, but only because I don't want to do this fight again. Well, that was a bit anticlimactic right there at the end, wasn't it? All right.
That's all of them.
Spherical Echo acquired.
Cross his toes now.
Let's head up to Martha's Rest while we're in the area. We're not going to touch whatever this is. Rekindling the Flame 2. I assume that's going to be something to do with the village that we helped build earlier, is my assumption, but we're not going to engage with that at the moment. We're focusing on quests from the hideaway.
Nearby. Assuming she's still here.
I see no reason why they would not be here, considering this is where the game brought me, and the game's never led me astray before. I still don't know who I'm looking for, though, is the issue. Like, do we know this Doris individual?
Doesn't still hurt, does it?
Oh, 1,000 Akashic jaws couldn't hurt me. I'm a son of Rosaria, after all. A born survivor.
Yeah, okay, buddy. What a cringe. What a little cringe. Again, I'm not sure who I'm looking for or what they look like, so I'm not really sure. I'm sure as soon as I speak to them, I'll be like, oh, right, this person. Naturally. Of course I remember them. Seen them so many times. Maybe we're just supposed to ask.
So fast lately,
no, that's not it. That's not the answer.
What I do know is that there's more bad news than good. You can tell that just by looking at people's faces.
Yep, absolutely. I thought maybe we just had to, like, talk to people, and, oh, literally just right here.
It's been a pleasure.
We saw them earlier. I had no idea.
Times. I'll give your offer some thought, my lady.
How goes the investigation?
I've never seen this individual before in my life.
Sid, what brings you to Martha's Rest?
You. I heard you were out here on your own, tracking our slaver. I trust you're being careful.
Of course. And it had to be me. The bearers from the Dragon's Eyrie confirmed a long-held suspicion of mine that the slaver we've been tracking is an old acquaintance. She's no fool. If we'd come in force, she would have spotted us straight away, and then vanished without a trace.
That was her just now, wasn't it? So, was it a fruitful reunion?
I'd say so. She tried to recruit me. Seems her time in Rosaria is coming to an end. She's abducted bearers from across the region and is looking to smuggle them back into Sambrec. After her brush with those beastmen on the road to Northreach, she hired herself an Imperial escort, which she wants me to join. She's dangerous, Sid, but I think I can stop her.
Then I'm going with you. I'll take care of the escort. You can see the bearers to safety. Where are they?
The Baum Archers, soon to break camp. You go on ahead. I'll follow once I've sent word back to the hideaway.
Okay. Don't know where that is, but fortunately the game's got me covered. How many of them are there, is the question I have. Oh, wow, that's like way the heck down here. Yeah, we'll head back to the docks then. They said she collected them from all across the realm, which implies to me that there is a large number of individuals here that we are about to perform a rescue on. I don't feel like we've done enough right now to have earned a ton of ability points, but do we have enough yet? How much do we need to upgrade the Cold Snap? We need 3,000 just to master it. It is going to be mastering it, not upgrading it. Well, then we've got to kill far more creatures, and does that mean that I stop along the road here and I fight every little goblin that I see? I mean, it could mean that. Especially when you consider the fact that, I mean, like, defeating a goblin is just a matter of doing that. And there we go, the goblin is dead. And then Flames of Rebirth to kill the rest of them. What are we getting from this, though? Do we actually get any points from this? I don't know. I think after you defeat them all, you might. Does it come up and tell you? I think we have to defeat everything, though, is the issue. There we go. Is that 48 ability points? So we've got 1365. It's going to take a while to get to 3,000. Okay, maybe let's not waste all of our time then fighting just random goblins we see along the road. That's something I can do in my own time. For right now, let's focus on the task at hand, which is, I mean, we're going to get a ton of ability points, presumably, from rescuing all these bearers. Maybe and completing the quest generally nets you some. So I mean, this is just going to be fine. We'll just kind of pursue the story as the game is suggesting we do.
They haven't broken camp yet.
That is not as many as I would have expected. It looks like they've got, like, what, 4 of them over there? They almost have as many bearers as they do guards.
We've waited long enough. She's not coming. Ready the bearers. We're leaving.
How dangerous is she?
Back to civilization, is it, Mom?
With all haste, lest any of you lackwits start talking like these feckless bumpkins. I presume your men are ready. We've suffered too many delays as it is. Any more, and I'll be docking your pay.
Yes, Mom.
Oh, but before you go, it appears we have company. Kill him.
Unless she's got, like, some sort of
to try.
unseen magical abilities, I'm going to go ahead and just make the assumption. You know what? It was a terrible mistake to use Flames of Rebirth back there. It was an awful mistake. Now would have been the much better opportunity to do that. While they're busy, though, let's go ahead and take this guy down. Wonderful. Dealt with him nice and swiftly. Now we just wait patiently. I guess we can start throwing some spells off if we want to. Okay, let's see how much damage we can do. 2 guys taken care of, not bad. Sorry, who cast that spell? We've got another spellcaster. No. Get him first. Okay, he's dead. Now we can focus on the rest of them. So after we killed these 2 guys, are we going to find out what she meant when she said that... Where was he going? Was he trying to flee the battlefield? He ran right past me. What was his goal? What was his intention? Was he trying to help his buddy? Is his buddy on fire and he was trying to help him? That's kind of dark. Cut her throat. She's a slaver. Just kill her. There's no reason to have, like, a dialogue.
So much for your escort.
You'll forgive me for not avenging my men. I'm not the swordswoman I used to be.
Just take her head.
I surrender. Do with me as you wish, Sid the Outlaw.
Just cut her head off. This is where we find out this is Doris's mom or something.
Ah, Doris. I take it you're not here to rescue me from our brooding renegade? You know, I always wondered where you'd vanished to. But casting your lot with this criminal of all people.
Better fighting for a cause than killing for coin. I'm sorry, Sid. I should have told you sooner. This woman, my former master, once trained bearer children to be weapons in service of the highest bidder. She raised me like a daughter, and I did terrible things to earn her favor.
It wasn't all terrible, surely. We had our fun, too. You were always so eager to learn, and had such clever hands. All my other children took either to the blade or to the books. Always either or. But you proved yourself a master of both. That's why I kept you for my own. How about it, my little dagger? Care to swear that blade to me again?
I never swore my blade to you, nor will I ever. I fight for a higher cause.
Yes, you tell him.
To liberate the bearers of this world.
Absolutely, amen.
Farewell, master. Thank you for making me the weapon I am.
You always were a righteous child. Perhaps that's the reason I loved you so.
What do you want to do with her?
I am not the killer she wanted me to be. Not anymore. And she no longer has friends in high places. The Dame does, though. Her connections at the Imperial Court will see that justice is done.
All right. If you're certain.
I am. And thank you for everything. Now, I better let these bearers know that they're safe.
And I should head back to the hideaway and put Cole's mind at ease.
There's that awkward pause. Oh, we're just back. Sometime later. That's fine. What if I had other things I wanted to do in Martha's Rest? Guess we won't. That's okay.
Welcome back, Sid. Doris's message just arrived. I hear you saved more bearers from being smuggled across the border.
With any luck, they'll be joining us in the hideaway shortly. Oh, and your letter. You don't need to worry about Doris anymore.
I'd been hoping as much. She mentioned one or two things in her report. So the slaver we'd been chasing all these months was her former master. Wish I'd known. She's been arrested, by the way, over in Sambrek. Went quietly, or so we're told. And she won't be getting off lightly. The Empire may have no love for bearers, but it's none too fond of black market traders either. Can't have been easy for Doris.
I'm sure it wasn't. But don't worry. She'll be all right.
I hope so. Suppose you should know, eh? You had quite the past yourself before you came here, or so I understand. Anyway.
We don't need to talk about that.
Thanks again, Sid. The Cursebreakers would be lost without Doris. And you, of course.
Keep up the good work, Cole.
Self-determination. Okay, well, we didn't get any points for that. None at all. So, I guess I don't... Oh, we do... whatever. Unfortunate.
Come back.
Finally, we can wrap things up here. Oh, wrong direction. By... Oh, right, I forgot. We're giving these orbs to this guy. We're going to get some kind of an upgrade out of this. We got a new sword out of doing the depressed... It's not what it is. What's it called? The blue blacksmith's blues. So I wonder what we're gonna get out of this one. I'm trying to remember. Was the last time we helped this guy out, we got the expanded satchel? I don't reckon they'll do that again. But then again, we normally help the feller who grows the herbs, and that gets us upgraded potions, which is what we got last time. So maybe we are getting a bigger satchel out of this. I don't know what else they could upgrade.
Ah, Sid. Wasn't expecting you back so soon. So, is it good news or bad?
Good, thankfully. Here.
Ah, that's brilliant! Thanks a blimmin' million! I'll fit 'em to the smelter right away! May I present to you the Telemon Furnace! Ain't bad, is she?
She's a beauty.
You saved my bacon again, Sid, and I ain't about to let your good deed go unrewarded.
It's fine, really. My bag's flexible enough already.
Oh, don't say that. I'm sure I can make a few improvements to it yet.
You could just buy me a bigger...
How about that clasp? Looks a bit stiff. Reckon you could loosen it up and make some more room? And I reckon I know how. With a new alloy we've been working on. The Telemon Furnace was just what we needed to perfect it. It's a metal, see? So it's lovely and strong, but it's also, well, stretchy, if you can believe it.
I can't!
Stretchy metal. Well, if you insist.
That is the spirit. You'll love it, I promise.
I like how Clive's solution was nice and simple. Like, you can just buy me a bigger bag. And this man says, no, I've defied all laws of physics and made a stretchy metal.
So, what do you reckon?
I reckon you're crazy.
It's actually quite ingenious. Thank you, Owain.
Shh, don't mention it. You earned it. And I wanted to get some practice in using that metal anyway. Reckon we'll have all kinds of uses for it around the hideaway.
Mayhaps.
Can't think of any right now, but that's our job, innit? Dreaming up new ways to make life easier around here. Maybe even out there, too. One day, the whole world's gonna know about the inventions you've helped us put together. That bag of yours will be the first of many. You mark my words.
They'll hardly believe their eyes, I'm sure.
Quest completed. Job successful. Good job, everyone. That was quite the involved experience. Expanded, so it's hold more stuff, basically, is what they're telling me. And they're going to tell it to me again. Is it going to show me kind of the layout of what's changed, or am I going to have to go buy potions and figure it out? Okay, from 6 to 8 potions, 4 to 5 high potions, and then 3 to 4 for strength and stone skin. Not bad. You know what's a shame, though? What's like a truly a gosh darn... With 2 Ds, I beg your pardon? What's truly a gosh darn shame is that we do not ever use the strength potion, even though I'm sure it would be useful, because that would require that we get rid of either the stone skin, which I tend to use more often. Why don't we change that? Stone skin's great, but if I'm getting good at dodging, which I'm not, but if I did get good at dodging, you'd have to imagine that it would be better to have the strength tonic on number 3. Do I need to get rid of this? Hold on. Add shortcut. Right there. Just like that. There we go. We'll try strength when we go out and about this time around. It could be worth our while.
Have you tried Molly's lemon tart?
We're going to go ahead and stock up on our potions. And then I'm kind of curious to see what's new in terms of notorious marks. Maybe there's some new ones in there that we need. Well, we did investigate previously. Browse the toll.
Go on, then.
The channel members and I did browse previously to see whether or not the creatures we needed to fight... Oh my gosh, we're running low on everything, aren't we?
Much.
Oh no, I just sold them! I'm such a moron! It's like, wait a minute, something doesn't check out right here. Something's not quite right.
You're rubbing me blind, you know.
There we go.
Finished, are you?
Yep, nope, that was embarrassing. We want to change our song. We have all these different songs that we just kind of listen to the same ones. So we're on Twilight right now. What about Good Bones? Perfect. That's the vibe right there. This is something we never engage with. We never touch this thing. We never really have reason to. Arcade mode. Replay previously cleared stages and be awarded a score based on performance. Restrictions on level gear consumables are applied. Gameplay mode will default to action focused. Replay any previous cleared stage, but at the current level, treasure coffer data is retained, which I guess means that we can't... Yeah, I just don't really want to replay things. It'd be kind of cool if we could do that and it would give us the ability to potentially get new stuff, like unique things. But as it stands right now, I'm just not... There's nothing there that it offers me that I'm interested in presently, so we'll give that a bypass. I don't think we're going to unlock all the monsters we need to get sort of the better gear until after we've progressed a little bit more in the main story, which is what we should be doing here soon. Oh, but you know what? There's some other things we need to do. Let's actually get a count of how many quests are waiting for us in the broad world.
Here you go.
So we've got one in the Holy Empire of Sinbrek. We've got one in the Imperial Province of Rosaria. And we have 3 quests to complete out in the Dalmekian Republic. That is nuts. So there's 5 quests to be doing. Oh, is there stuff for me to collect, by the way?
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper.
Let's listen to the whisper. Let's see what we've got. Awesome. Talisman of Priming. So enclosed, you will find an item of high and strange order, one for which I require neither thanks nor recompense. Consider it a reminder of where loyalties are best placed. That's from the Chapman. Don't know what that does. Natalie reports an unexpected surprise in Dalamil's stores, and as a means of showing the town's gratitude for past assistance, has expressed her distinct wish that one Lord Underhill partake in their good fortune. That's a lot of ability points. That's actually a lot of ability points. Okay, well, let's take a moment then to have a look at, first off, whatever that new piece of gear we got was. And let's see, healing potency, increases healing potency of high potions by 25%, and increases healing potency of regular potions by 40%. Temporarily increases attack proficiency with each precision dodge. What do you do? Increases Lionheart tonic duration. We're never going to use that. I don't know if we need both of these though. That's a bit ridiculous. Impulse damage, Earth and Fury, Flare Breath, Wicked Wheel. There's a lot of... We should probably consider changing those out in the future. But first, how much do we have enough, don't we? Yeah, look at this. We can go ahead and master this, and we're absolutely going to. We'll hold on to that other 1,000 until I come up with another idea. Finally, I want to check the board, because it does look like there's some new stuff on here. So let's see what we got. Oh, there's like a whole second row. The Tricephalic Terror. The Thrice-Phallic Terror. Why phallic? Why? The caravan of traders traversing the Velcroy told me of a colossal beast that they had encountered on their journey. To hear them tell it, it had the aspect of a dragon, a lion, and a scorpion all at once. Okay, that's the try part. I contested that it might be naught but a mirage, a phantasm brought about by the desert heat, but the sweat which ran down their foreheads was cold, and the fear in their eyes real. There's a lot of gold to be gotten from defeating this thing. I don't know what else, but those are the 2 that we've got ahead of us, and I know that this one's quite a high level too. Well, you'll have to wait till next time. Till then, thank you folks for watching. God bless you, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.